Hey everyone, and welcome to episode number 3 in the new bike build series that we've got going here on the channel. If you missed episodes 1 and 2, hit the playlist in the info card right here in the corner of the screen. And for everybody else who's coming here for the content of this video, let's not waste any more time and get right on into it. What we're going to be doing today is taking this Alienation Tin Man front BMX hub and removing the anodizing from it and then polishing the hub. I will give a disclaimer here, I've never done this before, so I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, but what I will say is that I have determination, and as long as we can get the anodizing off of this hub, we will get this thing polished. So I've got all of the materials necessary. You use drain cleaner mixed with water to strip the anodizing. This is a very toxic and bad process for you, so make sure that you do this outside or in a well-ventilated area. Then we also have some WD-40 here for the polishing process, as well as some Scotch-Brite and some polish here. 2 different types of polish that we're going to be using. One other thing I'm going to need in this process is something to dip the hub shell into the solution and pull it back out that is not my hands. This drain cleaner is harmful for you to touch with your skin and have direct contact with. It says can cause burns on contact, harmful if swallowed. Read back label carefully, but what it does say is that it clears total blockages, guaranteed, or it's free. Doesn't say anything about removing anodizing though. So on that, I have a hanger to pull the solution in and out. And for anybody who's here just for the de-anodizing process, skip to this time card on the screen right now, because right now I'm just going to be disassembling this hub in order to de-anodize it. First things first, we're taking off a jam nut, setting it aside, and then we're gonna grab one of our bolts that goes into the hub, and we're going to thread it into the axle. If you ever remove an axle from a BMX hub like this one, a female axle or male axle, thread the axle nut on or thread a bolt into the axle. I'm just gonna thread it all the way down, because the next step is taking our shout out to Park Tool hammer on the plastic end, and we're going to hammer the axle through the hub. So I'm probably gonna need to, there we go. Cool thing about this Alienation Tin Man front hub is, unlike most other front hubs in BMX, or a lot of other front hubs in BMX, this one actually has 4 sealed bearings. You can see 2 bearings on this side, 2 on this side. So we got the axle and bearings out of this hub, and all we're left with now is the hub shell, and that means that we're ready to mix up the solution for the de-anodizing process. And very simply, all that you need for this is some simple drain cleaner and cold water. And you need drain cleaner that one of the main ingredients is sodium hydroxide. That is the important part that you need. So not just any old cleaner will work for this. It's possible that it might, but in everything that I've read, you want sodium hydroxide as the main ingredient. And literally what I'm gonna do here, because I don't know the ratios for this, and I'm being totally honest and upfront here, I'm just gonna pour some of this into my cold water and then dunk the hub shell in there and hope that it works out. So I'm literally just gonna pour a bunch of this into there. I have no idea what enough is. So I went ahead and mixed the drain cleaner and water solution together as good as I possibly could, and moved everything outside, obviously, because the fumes that come off during this process are very bad for you and toxic. So you want to make sure that if you can, you do this outside or in the most well-ventilated area that you have. I got a couple other things here as well. I've got some more water to rinse off the hub shell after we do this and wipe it off with this rag here. I've also got some more drain cleaner just in case we need it. I've got the hub shell and the hanger set up so that we can dunk it straight into the water. And I also have the solution with a close-up camera here. So let's not waste any more time. They say that this process can take seconds to minutes. So we're gonna dunk it in here and see what happens. Keep in mind, this is an experiment still. So I see bubbles coming off of the hub shell. Not sure if anything's happening yet, if I put enough drain cleaner in here. So about a minute has gone by now, and I don't know if anything's happened or not, so I'm just gonna take it out set it on the towel and just try and wipe something on. Yeah, nothing has happened yet. Nothing at all has happened yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this to the extreme and dump a bunch of this drain cleaner in here. It might guarantee blockage being cleared. Definitely did not guarantee cleaning off my hub shell anodizing. Looks like it just cleaned it really good. This is part of the experimentation process, so this isn't exactly a how-to video as much as it is an experiment. And about 20 minutes later, it appears we finally have some like visual progress here. You can see that the black came off of the hub just there. I mean, it's still visually all covered. I'm gonna wipe it off once, but it feels like it's gonna be a process here and it's gonna be a while. Hopefully you can see that it's kind of dull now. At the very least, we had visual progress, so we just drop it back in here and keep it going. All right, folks, at this point, the hub is pretty much de-anodized, but it's not quite there. I'm gonna run some water over it just to see if we can clean it off some. All right, then wipe it off. It's almost there. Having a closer look at this, you can see here, it is very, very close. So just to do the last little bit, because this was taking so long, I actually went and got more drain cleaner. Because I think the problem I might have made is that I used cold water instead of hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump this out, get only enough hot water to go over the hub, put some of this drain cleaner in, and see what happens here. So hub in here, hot water, only going up over the hub. You can see it's steaming. And there's a lot of bubbles right now, so you really can't even see it on the other camera. So I feel like at this point, the de-anodizing process is about as far as I can get it with just the drain cleaner water mixture. So now I think we're gonna take a Scotch-Brite pad and see if we can clean this thing up by itself, and then after that we're gonna hit it with WD-40 with the Scotch-Brite pad as well. And just to make this a little bit easier for you guys to see and for me to get to, honestly, I put the axle back into the hub and I mounted it onto my fork here. I got another camera with another angle so you guys can see the best possible view on this. We're gonna take the Scotch-Brite pad and we're just gonna kind of see what it does, I guess, because I watched a video on polishing aluminum and they took WD-40 with the Scotch-Brite pad, but I don't want to do that until I get everything off of it. It looks like everything we were seeing before with the sides where it looked like it wasn't fully off might have just been kind of on the surface. And that whatever's left is coming off. So we hit it with the Scotch-Brite pad, also with some really, really fine grit sandpaper. And I think we're at a point where we can start hitting it with the WD-40 and the Scotch-Brite pad. Honestly, I kind of forgot about this part, but seems pretty straightforward. You just kind of spray some WD on there and go at it with the Scotch-Brite. And oh my goodness, if that is not immediately seeming to do something. So we're just gonna go around the entire hub with the WD-40 and get it into polishing shape before we hit it with the mother's mag aluminum polish, as well as this Wicked Products Lightning Shine metal polish, a fast acting, easy to use metal polish. Highest luster with the least amount of effort. We'll see about that. Nothing about this process is least amount of effort right now. So you might be wondering why things look a little bit different in the close-up camera, and that is because I put this thing through another round of the drain cleaner bath. I felt like there was just some more anodizing on there that needed to come off but wasn't off yet, and I did not want to sand it. So I feel like we're at a good place now to do a little bit more Scotch-Brite with the WD-40, and then after that I'm just going to try and do a little bit of polishing right now. But honestly, this has been such a process today that I'm probably gonna finish the rest of it tomorrow. I already filmed a different video for tomorrow's Tuesday tip video so that I wouldn't have to try and bust this thing out completely tonight, because I have a feeling that polishing this thing is gonna be somewhat difficult and I don't want to rush it. I want it to turn out good. So it's looking like aluminum. I still feel like there's a little bit of anodizing on there, but I'm honestly to a point with that bath, the drain cleaner bath, that I don't want to put it in there for any longer. So anybody who's looking to remove anodizing from aluminum, I would recommend doing lots and lots and lots of research, because this stuff ain't easy. It ain't fast. We've WD-40'd it. We've drain cleanered it. We've cleaned it up. Now for the polishing. So I'm gonna hit it first with a fresh microfiber and the Mother's mag and aluminum polish. So we're just gonna grab some up out of there. Ooh, it's fresh, that's for sure. And I'm gonna make sure with this that I'm going in the same direction that the hub is. This is going to be some work. As much as the novelty of hand polishing this entire hub stands out to me, I just realized if I get a drill connected to this thing somehow and get this thing spinning with a drill, it'd probably go really, really fast. So I think I might try and figure something like that out. So we got some polish on the rag here. We've got the drill, and I guess I'll get it all over the hub first. I am so stoked for this. Here we go. Oh, didn't think about that part. How the polish would just go everywhere. How about this? We'll go the other way. And I believe we are coming to an end of this process. My hands are dirty. I put a lot of work in to get to this point. And I love this part of this process where we take a clean rag and we take a polished hub and we get the polish off of it. So let's check out what this looks like. So you can see here, we got some shine going on, but wait till we hit the button. Oh, it looks like it's spinning on the thing, but look at that. That is awesome compared to what it was when we started. Look at that. That is a polished BMX hub right there if I've ever seen one. And here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The finished polished hub. I can see it. Put a lot of effort into this thing today, and I think that you guys are going to be impressed. We're going to show it from this camera's point of view, but look at this hub. Oh my goodness, I'm so stoked on this. The fact that this whole entire hub was the same color as the jam nuts earlier today when I started, I'm just genuinely proud of this, honestly. I'm proud that I put this much work in and made it look this freaking good, and I can't wait to get it onto my new bike whenever I build it. I'm gonna lace this thing up. I'm sure there will be a video of that soon, or I'll probably do it in a live stream. Make some live streams a part of this new bike build series, but I have accomplished the mission. This hub is now polished. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy this journey of building a new bike. There will be a playlist, I think it's in this corner, with everything that you need to see from before and after this. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you're subscribed so we can see you next time for the next new bike build video, as well as tomorrow for another video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.